Hi there, this is Jonathan Ginsberg from Ginsberg Law Offices, and I want to talk to you today about assets and income if you've been approved for Social Security disability. And first I want to talk about SSDI, because I sometimes get this question: if I'm approved for SSDI, what happens if I'm going to inherit some money, or can I own property, can I own a car? What about non-employment income, such as rental income or some sort of a pension, something like that? Well, basically, in an SSDI case, you're not limited as far as assets or non-employment income. You can get these non-employment income, you can get rental income, things like that. Not going to be a problem for SSDI, because SSDI is not a welfare program. And you've paid into the system, and what your assets are and what your non-employment income is doesn't really make much of a difference. And I will say that if you have non-employment, meaning non-job income, that ends up being reported as something that would be, you're paying Social Security taxes on, it's going to go in your earnings record, then that might trigger a review. So you want to be careful about that and make sure that you continue to see the doctor and be aware that you might have a review to deal with, and certainly be prepared to explain if you are questioned about it, why you have earnings that they're not from working. But for SSDI, not a problem. SSI, on the other hand, it's a major problem, because SSI is a welfare program, and if you have earnings or assets or anything like that from SSI over a very limited amount, and limited I mean household earnings for SSI, I think it's $710, at least for 2013, for an individual, and I think it's something like $1,200, so $1,066, I stand corrected, for a married couple. You can have $2,000 of cash for individual, $3,000 for a married couple. You can have a house and a car and household goods and a burial plot, things like that, but you're very, very limited. Anything over the income and asset, the resources limitations for SSI, you're going to be subject to something called the deeming rules, where Social Security will offset your SSI benefit either dollar for dollar or 50 cents on the dollar for those assets. So that's why, by the way, if you are getting SSI and you get married and your spouse, your new spouse, is working, that can create some real problems as far as your SSI benefits. So bottom line is, if you're getting SSDI, I wouldn't worry too much about other income and assets as long as you're not from working. SSI, you need to really talk to your lawyer, see if there are things you need to do. For example, if you're going to inherit some money, maybe have a trust set up where the money goes into the trust and it doesn't go down as income to you, things like that. But those are some of the things you need to be concerned about. Again, I get these questions a lot for people who've been approved, and that's really the best way to answer them. So my name is Jonathan Ginsberg. Any other questions, please let me know. Until next time, we'll talk to you soon.